ridiculous. So let's start with the obvious. Why did Jasmine even play this ultimate card? Lifetime film, but if you've been an Atlanta hip-hop and love fan from the beginning, why is Jasmine now making Kirk make a snap decision? Kirk Frost and Rasheeda's marriage has always been a roller coaster, as you are undoubtedly aware, and not in a good manner. Coaster that is just one failure away from collapsing. But let's go back a little. This isn't a sudden drama. It has been building for years, and Jasmine didn't abruptly wake up one morning and decide to give this order. No, it was well thought out, planned, and timed. The real question is, however, what made us all different? Knowing that Jasmine wasn't just any old girl from Kirk's past, their whole controversy rocked hip-hop and love to its foundation. It included a hidden baby check and a paternity test. Rasheeda's emotions were evident, and let's not forget that Kirk's first response to everything was worthy of being inducted into the Hall of Fame at the Ain't My Fault Olympics. When the results of the DNA test arrived, he denied everything and pretended that he had never met Jasmine before, as if she were a ghost haunting his marriage, and turned his whole world upside down. Baby Cannon. Yes, that's Kirk's kid. That's when Jasmine's life changed. It wasn't about being she had leverage as a side chick, and now that she had a full kid permanently linked to Kirk, she wasn't simply a chaotic plot point. She had evidence in the form of receipts and a purpose to remain in his life forever. But here is where things became very tangled. Kirk continued to deny her in public, even though he was paying child support, saying that Jasmine wasn't there. Was he treating Cannon the same way he treated his other children, seldom showing there? And let's not even talk about Rasheeda, who wasn't having any because of this. She was quite clear that she wasn't going to marry Jasmine or even bring her into her life. Fast forward a few years, and Jasmine she's no longer sitting around grieving over Kirk, since she's got her own thing going on and isn't waiting for approval, which is what makes this entire scenario so hazardous for Kirk, because prior to his gaining the upper hand, Jasmine was pursuing him and pleading for scraps in an attempt to get recognition, but now the roles have been reversed. Jasmine is a lady who understands her and has established herself in the profession. She has fans, influence, in her own business. I don't even want to hear Rasheeda's name, and that's precisely why she gave Kirk the last warning. Either make me your wife or forget about me. Yes, Jasmine has officially stopped playing games. This is about power now, and Kirk managed to get by for years. It's not just about some side girl drama between Rasheeda and Jasmine as if it were nothing. But now that his time is up and Jasmine has set the clock, Kirk must make a decision. Let's now discuss Rasheeda, since the true wild card in all of this is that Kirk is going to have the most unpleasant awakening of his life if he continues to walk a tightrope. Point Rasheeda is finished. She supported him through secrets, infidelity scandals, humiliation on national television, and everything else to maintain a marriage that everyone respected. And their mother knows that they are barely holding on. You really think Rasheeda would just relax and let Jasmine push her man's hand? No, here is where she comes in. The line, and the worst part is that if Rasheeda chooses to go, she won't just abandon Kirk. She will take everything we're discussing in our company. Remember that Rasheeda is the one who created the Frost brand, which deals with real estate and the power couple image Kirk has been using for years. Without her, Kirk is simply another elderly man attempting to remain relevant. In today's world, Kirk can either pick Jasmine or risk losing all Rasheeda has worked so hard to build. With him, choose Rasheeda and run the chance of Jasmine blowing up with him, revealing even more secrets and ensuring that everyone knows Kirk Frost's true identity. In any case, this guy is in prison. Oh, and let's not overlook the business itself. Believe me, everyone is seeing this develop in hip-hop and love. Like Sunday dinner fans, the cast members are already taking sides and consuming this content on blogs, eager to disparage Kirk on social media. Let's face it, if Jasmine has previously shown that she isn't scared to reveal receipts, so just think of what she is now holding on to. If he fails, his whole career may be over. If Kirk doesn't play this well, We may see a full-blown scandal emerge overnight as she has audio recordings of DM's private films. The most important issue of all is if Kirk even wants to be with Rasheeda because, let's face it, he regrets what he did if he was really over Jasmine. Since Jasmine still believes she has a shot, Kirk has been leaving that door open the whole time, so there wouldn't even be an ultimatum. We are only getting started. But what makes this scenario so hazardous is that if you believe this will finish with Kirk merely making the "you made the incorrect choice," what will Rasheeda do next? How would Jasmine respond if Kirk chooses Rasheeda? What if Kirk attempts to play both sides? Once again, the most combustible issue of all is whether Jasmine has a hidden weapon that neither Kirk nor Rasheeda anticipated, and now the stakes are high. The world is watching to see how this catastrophe will play out, and Rasheeda is on edge as Jasmine forces Kirk's hand in a way that has never been higher. Wait a minute, since this isn't just about Kirk making a decision, oh no, it's about survival because, after all, nobody in this circumstance is. Let's start with Rasheeda, because if there's one thing we know about her, it's that she's going to lose a lot while walking away clean. You think she's going to relax and watch Jasmine all these years, but she doesn't just accept disrespect, she makes sure you feel it back. No, Rasheeda is not that girl. If Kirk even considers picking Jasmine, Rasheeda is ready to make a livelihood for himself. She has dedicated herself to creating this business. Nightmare, and you know what? She has the authority to do it. Although Kirk may be the spouse, Rasheeda is the brand. She is the one ensuring the partnerships that keep the Frost brand relevant. You believe that these companies will remain in operation if she leaves, but let's face it, without Rasheeda Kirk, it's only if Rasheeda really wanted to be nasty, she wouldn't simply leave him. Instead, she would take everything and make sure he ended up with someone else, another reality TV husband, who no one cared about. Oh, and let's not forget that Rasheeda quickly smacked Kirk with separate bank accounts and financial independence the last time he attempted to exercise authority. Why do you believe that if he chooses Jasmine, she would allow him get away with it? Allows change the situation such that, while Rasheeda has authority, Jasmine has nothing to. Jasmine didn't give this order for pleasure. Rather, it was a power move, a warning chess play, and she lost, making her the most dangerous player in the game. Let's face it, Jasmine has been telling Kirk, either I become your main chick or I ruin you, retaining certain important receipts, which we already know demonstrate her willingness to drop the beans. She did so already when she revealed Kirk's hidden kid. If he attempts to trick her once again, the issue now is, what does Jasmine know that we don't? Does she have further evidence of Kirk's adultery in the form of text messages? Perhaps a fresh secret that might worsen the problem, as let's face it, if Jasmine was prepared to place a complete kid on Kirk's lap out of here's the actual tea, what if Jasmine has been recording talks all along? There's nothing preventing her from revealing another bombshell. What if she has audio recordings, video footage, and other proof that Kirk has continued to harass her behind Rasheeda's back? Let's face it, Kirk's history demonstrates that he lacks loyalty. If she exposes Kirk in even one significant way, he will be done. Just picture waking up and seeing Jasmine go into full TMZ mode. Let's bring this full circle now that social media is exposing everything Kirk has been attempting to hide and publishing screenshots that make shocking assertions. Because Kirk doesn't even recognize that he's already lost as he's sitting here, perspiring, trying to decide who to choose, because here's the in actuality, he loses regardless of who he chooses. If he selects Jasmine, he loses Rasheeda, his brand, and all he has worked so hard to build. Ensure that he never finds peace again, and let's discuss how the business is responding, because, believe me, everyone is watching this catastrophe play out. The bloggers are consuming this like a 5-course feast, and the hip-hop cast is already picking sides and stirring things up behind the scenes. Oh, the fans are ready. If Kirk makes a mistake, I'll bring him to dirt. And let's not even talk about Rasheeda's pals, who have been waiting for her to wake up and permanently leave Kirk. Recall that when Rasheeda's friends begged her to leave Kirk after learning about Jasmine, they told her bluntly, This guy don't show you any respect. And now, with all of this turmoil and humiliation, she gets the ideal chance to finally walk on. But here's the twist in the story. What if Rasheeda has been playing the long game all along and knew Kirk was still skulking around? Remained silent because she was organizing her own escape strategy. If you think about it, Rasheeda is more intelligent than most people realize. She has been hoarding money to secure her companies and making a reputation for herself apart from Kirk. But what if she's been waiting for the ideal opportunity to change the course and strike him where it hurts? Mostly because, let's face it, Kirk will be lost if Rasheeda leaves him. She is the one who keeps him relevant and ensures that his enterprises continue to operate. And Kirk will be in the worst situation of his life if she chooses to cut him off entirely. The million-dollar issue now is, what is Kirk going to do? Because let's face it, he has never been able to handle pressure. When the DNA test was originally released, he'd attempted to flee when Jasmine exposed him for cheating. He played stupid and seemed to have no idea what he had done. He gaslighted her and blamed her. If you believe Kirk is going to take charge and make the correct choice this time, let's be honest. We all know it won't happen if Kirk is about to make the most foolish mistake imaginable. He will attempt to play both sides once again in the hopes of keeping Jasmine silent while still pleading. Jasmine is not going to be performed again, and Rasheeda may be done for good if she stays, which is where things are going to blow out. As the clock ticks away, we're at a standstill, and Kirk is sitting there trying to decide what to do. He looks like a deer in headlights. The worst part is that there may be a fourth player in this game, since there are rumors that Kirk has been having affairs with other women besides Jasmine. Heard it correctly. Could Kirk be concealing anything else? Could there be a new lady involved? Could this entire situation be far more significant than we first believed? Oh, we are far from over, as we explore the idea that Kirk has more shadowly than we first believed in part 3. Let me tell you whether this new bombshell is real and will make this drama seem like child's play, so prepare yourself for part 3 will reveal everything. You already know that Kirk has been juggling, so if you thought things couldn't get much, brace up because what I'm about to dump is going to shake you all. Between Jasmine and Rasheeda playing a risky game in which one of them would undoubtedly lose. But what if I told you that Jasmine isn't the only lady in the photo? Indeed, they're circulating around the streets that Kirk has been secretly seeing other women in addition to Jasmine. May completely upend this position, so let's dissect it because, if we know anything about Kirk, it's that he's never been able to maintain what is preventing this new bombshell from hitting. His dirt has been covered for a long time, and every time he has attempted to appear slick, the truth has managed to surface. For months, there have been whispers that Kirk has been entertaining an unidentified lady who has been silently lurking in the background. The most bizarre thing is that some sources claim that while he's been out here attempting to seem like a family guy with Rasheeda and keeping Jasmine at bay, this lady, who is a new fling, has reportedly been in the picture for a minute, waiting for her day to shine. What is her function in all of this? And above all, what sort of dirt does Kirk have? Let's begin by acknowledging that Kirk has a type, and if history is any indication, he likes ladies who will ride for him, remain quiet, and play the part. But the catch is that this new lady isn't following those guidelines. Rumor has it that she has been secretly gathering her own receipts, much like Jasmine, and that she may be prepared to pull a Jasmine 2.0 and make everything public. So let's discuss why this is so crucial. Kirk has been under a lot of strain, and Rasheeda Jasmine has been pressuring him to change his behavior. And now there's a third person in the game who has the ability to completely alter the game. What would happen if this lady came out with evidence that Kirk had been lying to Jasmine? Business is responding because, believe me, everyone is watching this catastrophe play out. The bloggers are consuming this like a 5-course feast, and the hip-hop cast is already picking sides and stirring things up behind the scenes. Oh, the fans are ready. If Kirk makes a mistake, I'll bring him to dirt. And let's not even talk about Rasheeda's pals, who have been waiting for her to wake up. and permanently leave Kirk. Recall that when Rasheeda's friends begged her to leave Kirk after learning about Jasmine, they told her bluntly, "This guy don't show you any respect." And now, with all of this turmoil and humiliation, she gets the ideal chance to finally walk on. But here's the twist in the story. What if Rasheeda has been playing the long game all along and knew Kirk was still skulking around? Remained silent because she was organizing her own escape strategy. If you think about it, Rasheeda is more intelligent than most people realize. She has been hoarding money to secure for the ideal opportunity to change the course and strike him where it hurts. Mostly because, let's face it, Kirk will be lost if Rasheeda leaves him. She is the